summer if we can't win tonight.
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch, find the range, find themselves. We're almost at game time. Hi everyone, we got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Pop it forward, it's Miller and Bridges. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Ball, and it's Branham in at the shooting guard. And for the Pistons, we've got Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart out there with Thompson. Then it's MP, and it's Jackson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Taking a look at Detroit, and their NBA Cup run started with a victory. These home fans hoping to see them not just second win in the group portion.
And that's because they're in very good shape if they can take this one. You normally have to win 3 games to advance, so a 2-0 start would be huge.
And now, checking out how the Hornets are doing. After losing the first game of this group play, you get the sense this team knows what they're up against.
Oh, no question. The message in the locker room should be relatively simple. Leave everything you have out there on the floor.
Now for MP, winning the NBA Cup has been a point of emphasis for him. And tonight's game is huge to reach that goal.
It is, and I'll say this. Every game in the Cup is a big one. Remember, just 4 teams in each conference advance, so you cannot afford multiple losses. MP will need to be on his A game every game to win it all.
And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. DA, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said, it'll show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, that we're must-watch basketball this season. And he certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys?
We all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. And I think most would agree that MP, GA, at this point of his career, is considered one of the best ever at his position.
Well, anyone that ranks above him is a first ballot Hall of Famer. MP isn't at the top at his position just yet, but he's shown he's in a class with other legendary talents.
Ball. And it's off the back rim, no good. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Raptors in Toronto. Stewart kicks to MP. And the 3-ball is good.
You can see MP just looking to continue to refine that three-point shooting.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
The Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was vision is simply special. LaMelo Ball toys with the defense, creates easy opportunities for his teammates.
Now, here's MP. He's got 5, and it's in there.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Brooklyn put on a show. He ended up with 28 points, and all game long he seemed like he couldn't miss from outside the arc, converting many times from distance. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. You're looking to follow that up tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Plays it up and banks it in. Mora's got 5 points so far.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And Thompson kicks to Jackson. Outside Edwards. Another three for Detroit.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Hornets ahead, leading by just one. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And some look here for the Pistons. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Mason. Stewart comes in for Tobias Harris. Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. To Miller. Over Stewart. Miller, no luck. Pistons lead by 6. Pass to Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Edwards got his 3rd assist on the night. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Charlotte again missing. Detroit's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly.
Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now, here's ball. They need this one. No good. And so we conclude the first half. Pistons lead by 12 and will return shortly.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You take a look at the Hornets. I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. Most of the time it's about instant gratification. And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Detroit Pistons.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
Doing such a great job of orchestrating this offense. I love the way he has been in complete command of the offense.
As a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Here's MP. Right through contact. MP.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Team second.
And here are the Hornets now. They trail by 11. Here's Branham. He has 7. It's hauled in by Edwards. Lobbed up there for Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Potential alterations. And Thompson kicks to MP. MP showing the range.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Hartenstein with a screen on Edwards. Ball no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
And the Pistons making a change here. Mason's checked in.
Guys, I don't see how you can't be excited about the future for MP. This guy's got a great head on his shoulders. His first focus is winning, and you don't see that often from a young man this age.
Now, here is Miller. Just 5 on the clock. And the jumper is on the mark.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's MP. Close in. No stopping MP.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees, so the experiment was a success.
A huge success, DA. Thank you. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Pass to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got 6 assists here tonight. Edwards passes to Mason. Back to MP. MP responds with the 3 of his own.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. Marcus Sasser comes in for Cade Cunningham. The Hornets have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Ball with it. 7 points in the game. Here's the 3. That shot missing. MP getting it done for the Pistons. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We'll return shortly. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that here for the Pistons. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Mason. Stewart comes in for Tobias.
Of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Now here's Thompson. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson. And the basket by Edwards.
Relentless in their approach. Even
with the game firmly in hand.
Just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Miller with a screen on Edwards. No coverage that time. Bridges has got 15 points in just the second half. Pistons leading by 14. Here's MP. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
With the best matchups, easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Clearly a foul.
No good on that one.
At the line for Detroit, Stewart.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's the Hornets with the ball. It's a 14-point game. To the left wing, here's Campbell. No good on the three. Pass to Holland. Here's Sasser. Back to Edwards. Fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 31 points. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Way to bring home that W. Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home. MP, you're about to go off.
Everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Detroit Pistons. With our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Charlotte, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, right now for the Pistons, they're still finding their identity early on, trying to answer some questions, but overall, playing some solid basketball.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Jackson out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And for the Raptors, Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Grady Dick, and it's Wiseman in at the 5, down low. What a huge game in the Cup tonight. Both of these teams 2-0, and a win tonight is a giant step towards the knockout stages, Graham.
Well, remember this, B.A. The first tiebreaker is head-to-head record. So if you win this one, you get that. I expect a really intense game.
And a lot of talk this year about MP and his sights set on securing the NBA Cup for his team. It really adds a bit of intrigue and drama to what's already become a fan favorite here in the early goings of the NBA season.
Yeah, as if we needed any more drama. MP, I think, draws a lot of attention to himself with his expectations and goals, but I admire that he puts his vision into reality and isn't afraid to tell the world what he wants to achieve. MP always seems to find a way to give us must-watch NBA action. And defensively, they just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
And you know, Brent, Scotty Barnes does so much for this team. That includes creating for others.
Yeah, I think that's probably the #1 attribute. He's got the length and size to be a defender that can guard 2 through 4, BA, but Scotty's a problem because he can create opportunities and advantage on the offensive end.
Barnes, it's good.
And matching the 3 from the other end, Barnes giving no ground.
Pass to Cunningham. Now here's Edwards. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Edwards has got 8. There's an 8-footer. It doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Detroit has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter, and they pick up 2. 10 points for him.
Oh my, powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Quickly outside. Back to Barnes. All sorts of time, and it's Toronto with another.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Jackson, the pass to MP. Back to Jackson. Outside Edwards. This one for 3. Nails it from 3.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making. And it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
That one goes. Count it. Barnes has got his 3rd bucket of the night. MP, the pass to Harris. Here's Holland. And here's Edwards outside. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's MP making things happen for the Pistons. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Then it's Walter, then there's Dick, and it's Shed in at the point. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He contributed 52 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
players and officials.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Dick.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Edwards, that's good.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Jackson against LeVert. Pass to Shed from deep. Edwards pulls it in. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Pistons. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Mason with the bucket.
When there's an open man, MP is going to find him.
And about 3 minutes, shooting about 47%. A nice number. And again, Toronto, no good. Detroit leading by 4. Pass to Stewart. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Stewart's gotten his first bucket of the night. Barnes in the post. Guarded by Edwards. Barnes, it's good.
Inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. You don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Detroit shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Free throw good, Edwards. 50 seconds left in the first half of this one. Clock at 6. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Yeah, a timely intervention by MP. He knew just when to attack the shot.
And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Here's Dick. The rebound by Detroit.
I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. And he makes the first.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Barnes, it's good.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
And so that's the end of the first half. Pistons ahead. They're up by 6. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Drop. They're measuring up the shot.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Detroit Pistons.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And a few times, even when they didn't have a good look, they made it look good.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
This stretch could break their season, but it could also make their season if they step up.
When I was playing, I like these kind of games, to tell you the truth.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
defense around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
MP, the pass to Jackson. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Edwards got 3 assists in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today. Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Oh, got that one up quick. And it's a 7-point Detroit. Dick with a miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
Outside Barnes. Shot to stop the run. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds now. Inside, here's Stewart. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Himself as a floor general. It's pretty easy stuff from Wiseman if he's that close.
Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. Here's Edwards. MP getting it done inside.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Barrett finds Wiseman. Outside Barrett. Screen by Wiseman. Lets the 3 fly. Barrett can't hit.
Category maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
And here's Edwards outside. MP buries the triple.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Here's Shed. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And he banks in the layup. Barnes has got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Edwards fires from way outside. And Detroit another 3.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Pass to Barnes. Back to Barrett. The 3 is up. Rebound Detroit.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding. Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
MP against Barnes. Hurdle with a screen on MP. 1 second left. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Detroit Pistons closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
To Walter. That shot is off.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Fires in the triple.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist from LeVert. Pirtle's got his first basket of the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Edwards gets the bucket.
MP is fully locked in right now, and he's taking shots without hesitation.
Rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shot is good by Edwards.
We see MP just continue to develop here, nailing those catch-and-shoot chances. That's big.
Point Detroit lead.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close. he's getting the ball.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always. MP, pressure moment.
He makes the second free throw, and that puts him up 5. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that increases the lead to 6. Pass to Thompson. Back to Edwards. Power move from MP.
Yeah, he's still a youngster, but MP shows he's ready for the big moments.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting around 51%. That's a good number. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. "51 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Barnes. Back to Dick. Fires for 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Wiseman. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here's MP. And the basket is good. MP's got 48.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And here are the Pistons. They've led by as many as 11. And that one's good.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
The 3, Barrett. Detroit picking up the win. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a clean sweep over their group before moving on to knockout rounds.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Wins pay the bills, baby.